Okay, it looks like I'm live. Just check everything. Alright. Alright, so last time I was making this, I had some troubles with the cards and getting stuff to lay out like I wanted. I worked on it off screen. However, I forgot to make notes of all the changes I made, so I couldn't exactly undo them to do it on screen. So this is now what it looks like. I like it. Still doesn't work exactly well with resizing, but we'll get to that towards the end of the project. So, yeah, see, still needs work, but we'll get to that eventually. So this time, I'm going to work on what the resume button will take us to, and we are going to be building our resume in PHP using a library called fpdf. If you just Google fpdf, certainly the first thing there, just go to downloads. I downloaded the zip file, and bada bing bada boom, put it wherever your code is, and that's where you'll have it. And because Brackets doesn't support live preview of fpdf, or of pdf, not pdfs, php, live previews of php, I'm going to be using Notepad++ and XAMPP, or XAMPP, however on earth you're supposed to say it. But here's all the code with changes in it, in case you want to really go into that. And of course all this will be available on GitHub eventually. Alright, so we are going into Notepad++. Alright, got XAMPP running. And all I had was that to make sure it was working right. It where I can actually see my chat, just in case someone pops in. There we go. Okay. It's over here. And I did make this previously to make sure get all the numbers down. Because with fpdf, a lot of it is trial and error on where exactly you want it. So we're going to require fpdf/fpdf.php. That is where it's located in my XAMPP server. New fpdf. Oops. And oh, let me get comfortable here. Sorry, Doug. I think I rolled over your ear. Not really. But I did disturb him. He's at my feet asleep. It's his favorite spot to be while I'm at my desk. We want this to be portrait. And if whoever's looking at it wants to print it, the standard paper for America that you'll see is letter. I don't know if that's true for others, but they do have other paper sizes you can do, such as A4, A5, A6, etc. But letter is the 8.5 by 11 that is common in America. Alright. So, anytime I do this, because I use this quite a bit in my job, that anytime I make something with fpdf, I break it up into sections like this. I undo my indentation to make a note of where I'm at. So it's a little easier to find stuff. I want to do this. That way we can see the stuff as we type it up and save. Alright, so for name, I'll do PDF. I'm using the latest version of fpdf, which was like in 2015. I think is what it said. But it's handy. I'll use times, bold, size 16 font. I want my X index, or my X alignment, to be on 0. It does come with some default padding on X. I do not know off the top of my head what that padding is. Then we create a cell, which is where all of our text goes. 206, and everything in here is in millimeters unless you specify otherwise in one of these two, but it's in millimeters. And 216 is 8.5 inches. It's actually 215.5, but I tried that. It didn't quite reach the edge, so 216. We want the height of our cell to be 10. And our name, Fashion Demos. We want it a border on the bottom. We want to create a new line and center the text. So whenever we go over here, boom. Alright, so now that we got that, now we're going into the contact info. And for that font, we still want times. We want nothing special like bold, underline, italics. And we want the font size to be 11. Oh, hey cat. How's it going? Sorry, my chat's on my phone and I wasn't looking at it, so I did not see you were there. Yeah, fpdf is fun. I'm doing good. Whenever I made this other knot to make sure I had my numbers right, it took me like 2.5 hours. Yes, I am the rudest of person. So, 16, 10, Dewberry Lane. We are the Muffin Man. Yeah, it's just because you have to play with the numbers to get exactly like you want. And so it can be a little time consuming. Make believe. Mayflower. GT? Sure. Sure, zip code. Okay. Because I'm not about to give my address to everyone. And phone number. Oh, no space there. $149. And 149 is a bullet point. And then your contact email. This is not my email either. If you email it and it goes through, then congratulations, you just emailed some random person. You want a bottom. And if you want it to be on all sides, you just put a 1. You want it to break into a new line. center the text. So while it's hard to see, because I'm making it full, but it does have side borders as well and it overlaps up there. But all I care about for this, because of styling, oops, it's for the bottom to have it. Okay. Now we have contact info done. And this part, I've seen a bunch of different things on if you should have it on your resume or not. It's on mine currently. This is the exact layout that I use on my resume. So y'all, use it if you want. I don't care. I ain't gonna tell you no. Mine was actually done for me by a person I now work with who has given a lot of workshops on resume building. So the format's from him. That font times, you want bold and underline, and 12. And while everything's in millimeters, the font size is still in points, just like in Word or any other text editor. So we don't need it that big because we are just using this for space. Because there's no padding. Your padding is another cell. pdf set x 0 f da dun dun da. Full page 10. Professional objective. Don't want any underlining on that cell. Do want it to go to a new line. And center the text. Everything is centered. There's other libraries you could use to make PDFs. This is just the one I know. Font times, rid of the bold and underline, 12. PDF. Now we want it to be indented some, because we don't want this going all the way to the edge. And now if you have a cell or stuff that needs multiple lines, use multi-cell, which has its many cons, but so for this, I want it 189 long. Each individual cell or each line will be 5 high. So seeking, position, I can spell. Give it a new line to give some padding. We want no multi-cell will always break to a new line. There's no getting around that. And so this one is for underlines. And we want the text centered. There's also different output methods. You can make it save automatically to the server. You can make it open a save box on the client side. Like if they do file save as, you can make it automatically open that. Just all what you want to do with it. Though for this, I would highly suggest not making it automatically try to be saved to the person's computer. Y equals PDF. If you ever need where you're at on the PDF, skip. And then I'm adding 0.6 to that. Because padding. PDF. Set Y. And if you use both set Y and set X, set Y has to go first, or at least every time I've tried doing it the other way, it didn't work so well. Why? I don't know. Okay. And that was just for making a fancy double line. Nothing about it, I could just add top and bottom on that one and just giving it the height. Oh well. We're sticking with it. Hey, I got 3 viewers. Hi, all 3 viewers. Actually, I think one of them is my phone. So let's see, for education, set font, oh, PDF, set font, nope. I was hoping it would just autofill to that. Times, bold and underline, 12. The reason why I'm doing it this way, so that way if I ever need to change something on my resume, I can make it where in the admin section, I can edit it and the resume will automatically change and update since it's all coded. Or if you want, you can just build it in Word, save it as a PDF, and link it to the button itself. Okay. Let's see, where am I? Education. Padding of 2 millimeters. X. Cell. $16. $10. And you can use double or single quotes, it doesn't actually matter, I just like doubles. And center. PDF. Now we want to just get rid of the underline. Want to keep bold. Want it indented. Yeah, I wasn't 100% sure on it. I've seen a bunch of different things, and like I've said before, this is definitely not my actual address on stream, but I've seen a lot of resumes saying, or people saying you should have your mailing address and phone number and contact info on the resume. Take it or leave it. All up to you. But like I said, my resume was created by someone who does conferences and workshops on resume building, and he had it there, so I'm using it. Where was I? Times, bold, indenting. Yeah. And also, if you're over in like the UK, it's also very common to have a profile picture, like just a simple headshot on your resume. In America, not so good of an idea. That's very, very uncommon. But yeah, fun fact about different cultures. Some people like to see faces, and America doesn't. Oh wait, no, not that. 6 and let's just go Purdue University. Wish I went there, but nope. Too expensive. Alright. And cells default go left with no border and no line break. I just like putting it in there for consistency of everything. So Purdue University. But we're not line breaking because beside it oops, use that font. And I use Times because it's a serif and it looks professional. Italicized 11. Seven, 10. Oh, where is Purdue actually? Shows how much I know. Purdue University is in. See? See? Ta-da! Then you give the location because not all colleges are super well known. Or if you're in some named school that's known in one state, it might not be known in another state. So, it's always a good idea to tell them where it's at, in my opinion. 0, 0, left. You know what? And if you do the 216 divided by 3, it's like 63? No, not 216. I don't know. I divided the page into 3 sections is basically what I did. The 189, divide that by 3. That's what it is. Which is 63. And so each of these is going to be 63-ish. Like here. I don't want that big of a gap. So I'm going to make this smaller. -6 plus 6. Always equals whatever 63 times 2 is. Six plus 6, 2. It's getting there, and this is why it took so long whenever I first built this. Oh, that was -4, so add 4. We're almost there. -5 plus 5. The name of the school I went to is much longer than Purdue University. That looks fine to me. And actually, I don't want that italicized. Shift N, C. Here, that one italicized. Now, we're gonna have our graduation date. 63. That's a third of the page. I keep doing that. I don't know why. Okay, 63. It is 10. I'll actually put what year I graduated, because why not? Not gonna find much of that. Row, no border, break line, center text. Alright, so now... And there is a add-on to this class or library you can do that will allow you to write with some HTML. Some very basic HTML for like bolding and whatnot into just one cell. However, I've never downloaded it and played with it. So, doing stuff the slightly harder, more codey way. So I actually need Y. Y equals PDF. Y. We're on -5. And we're going to set Y. Indenting. If so, I think 56 was just some random arbitrary number I came up with for this one, because it's a line all of its own. And my actual degree, Bachelor's of Science, not Silence, Knowledge of Science and Engineering. Here, L. There we go. F. Font. x equals 5. Because instead of breaking a new line, we're just changing where the y is anyways. Oh, 16, 10, character, or 9. Major 0 L cell font times nothing 11. What? Oh, apparently I hit stuff. Now so. $20, 10. My actual major. 0, 1, L. Computer science. Let's put a space right there. And then basically doing all of that again. So just copy and paste that entire thing. Instead of major, you want our minor. And for me, if you don't have a minor, leave it off. There's no point in putting it. And my minor is math because I only needed one class for it. And I was going double major. And I took a class that was one of the minor requirements. Dropped that second major and had the minor requirements met. If x 0. Now we're basically doing another double line. Of course, whenever my resume was built, it was also built in a Word document, and not this stuff. 0. Oh no, not 2016. I mean, the number would still work for purposes, but no point. Plus 6. Set it. Oops. 0. I'm just going to copy this line. I don't feel like typing it again. Another section, personally don't know if it should really be on there or not. Efficiencies. And basically this is like where you have skills. You would list your top, I think I do like 6. So it's just like, I know HTML, CSS, JavaScript, that type of stuff. X 0. I have seen job applications ask, are you proficient in Word? Do you know how to use a key? I'm not gonna lie, I have seen one. This was also for a developer job. Do you know how to use a keyboard? Which makes me really wonder what on earth happened with one of their previous hires. Yeah. And this is also going to be done in like a table. And I listed my top 9, not my top 6. And this is going to be shown in like a table. 3, 7. I know HTML. Want full border, do not line break, and center that text. And it's basically that one line 2 more times. Say also know JavaScript. PHP. And for my current job, those are the 3 I use the most. Now on this last one of PHP, we also wanted to break the line, go to a new line. And it's just those 3 lines of code again, so I'm just going to copy and paste. CSS. I've used it more in this than I do at my job. SQL / just SQL. Use both of those. Java. Primarily use it for Android applications, some computer software development. Sharp is just a wonderful language. Studio. Visual Studio. I just have two editors in there just to show that I know how to use more than one. Because they're pretty different from each other. I could do more languages, or two other programming languages, but don't use them all that much. I also realized I didn't type cell on any of these. There we go. 991. Downside to Notepad++. Not exactly the best syntax catcher. So let's see. Oh. Never mind, I was in the middle of typing a line, that's why. There we go. Our beautiful table. Then we're going to our double line. If I remember right. Or is it just the single line? Let's see, let's do PDF. Oh, not PDF. We need the... Oh, PDF. I'll make up my mind eventually. Cell. F4. We want padding, so the line isn't directly on our table. Or looks good. ZX. Zero. So 16 0 0.6. Set Y. Set X. Zero. Nothing. Alright, and now for the last section of any resume. The work experience. Times. Underline 12. I'm actually just going to cheat and take it from the proficiencies. Change that to work experience. That should be all capitalized. Yep. Packet. Type. Oops. Wrong button. Okay. And then I do, for this, because it can get pretty long, depending on how much work history you have, how much you want to give. I'd say give like the past 4 employers. Because if you're in your 30s and have held 20 jobs, I doubt they actually want to see all 20, but if you want to put all 20, go for it. So here, and 0. One, 7, 18, 21. So my current job is 21 characters long in name. So one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Ah, so close. One too many. There we go. So we have part-time hero for fun. So once again, I'm not about to give everyone where I am. So I'm not giving my actual work history on here. We have set font times nothing 11. And then once again, we want to tell them where it's at. So let's give my fake hometown apparently. Mayflower GT. I think GT is a time zone. Doesn't quite line up right. So I'm going to add to this, so we're going to do what? +4. Wait, no, that's not right. +4. -4. It's 2 +2. And that spacing would work better. I just want to touch closer. There we go. That looks reasonable. Set font. 11. And this will be... How long were you there? I was hired in February of last year. To present. Center it. And now their February 2018 to present also lines up with your graduation year. And that's how she'll stay in all of this. Okay. After that, you're going to want set font again, as always. Times bold underline 11. Yes. That's 5. I'm only going to do 2 work experiences in this, just to show you how I have it set up. Because for this, I've only held 1 job title or 1 position, but if you worked for 1 company and held multiple positions, I'll show you how I have it set up. Should be ten. My current job title, even though I'm more of a web dev than a business process analyst. There's a long story behind that, which I can get into maybe one day. Maybe not. But, while that's my job title, I'm a web dev for them. After set font, need to increase Y, 7.5. Not 20. So, give them our title. We're going to do a multi-cell. 189. 4.5. And then we give our job descriptions. Or roles, or whatever. Oh. Intranet and internet sites. New line. And just to keep this clean, I'm actually going to a new line. 149. Dot. And fix scripts. Gate. MySQL. Based reports. And fun fact, PHP can run from the command line, which really is handy for automating reports. And this is also something I've done, was create the emergency text alert system for my company. Which I plan on doing as, or something like that as a tutorial. I'm thinking about doing it like as a web client side, a desktop software, and maybe also a mobile app. But we'll see from there. This is what I did for the company, was a mix of online and desktop. So, I'm not going to use the exact same formatting or anything like that because that would be stealing. Okay, so that's all for that job. Apparently I forgot stuff everywhere. 114. Yep, I typed PDF whenever I just needed Y. And 116. This is what happens whenever you type for way too long. Make stupid mistakes. There we go. Alright, now for like a job where you filled multiple positions. Whenever I was at college, I worked for the college as a student worker and had 3 separate jobs while I was there. Oh boy, was that fun. Actually, I'm just going to steal it from up here. Still that much. And so I'm leaving a gap in here for my own visual sanity. Alright, here's a job. Alright, here's a job. If you wanted to get even more technical, you could do job 1. Job 2. Let's check that real quick. Did I forget? I forgot to set font. Oops. There we go. So there's that. Of course, we're no longer at that one. And for like this, I put for my overall entire tenure. While I was at this company. Or in my case, college. December 17. Because I'm no longer there, so it should not say to present. I was there for 3 years, 3.5 years technically. So I graduated early, woo! So much summer school. Anyways. So after that... -5. What is that to the bold underline? Just double checking that. So the way I do it is cell 10. I'll put the job title I had. That was an office assistant for our housing department. And I'll put how long I was at that job. Is equal 7.5. Multi-cell. And I'm just going to copy in here because I don't feel like typing this right now. I forgot to set font somewhere. Font times nothing 11. Uh, 135. Once again, forgot the PDF and arrow. There we go. And one thing I did do, which you may have noticed whenever I had the mirror messed up, I put a lot of spaces right here. Just the way it lined up and it indented. So there's no good way to do that. That was my responsibilities for that. Bold underline 11. F set X in F cell 2010. If you have text that goes outside of the cell, it just goes outside the cell. Which is why multi-cell's good if you're needing to wrap text. Let's see. There's also a resident assistant while I was there. Through December 17th. That's not right. That should be August. So I was there for a year and a half. And then I graduated. Now I'm just going to copy and paste again. Once again, I'm getting tired. Now this is basically how I have it formatted. So it's like, part-time hero for fun. Where was it located? Entire tenure there. Job title. How long was I there? Job title, how long was I there, with the descriptions in between. And then you just keep doing that till all your work history is done, and voila, we done. Let's see, this has already been about an hour. I'm tired. Got work in the morning. So, next time we will actually link it to the resume button and get all these other buttons somewhat working. Church website will actually be the next project I work on for my church. Woo! Alright, so yeah, that's all. Hope you enjoyed.